Back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. A first carry here for Kene Nwangwu. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These Chiefs to start 2022, where they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans. And that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year. Back to Nwangwu again on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On first down, they'll run with Nwangwu. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On second down, here's Nwangwu. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kene Nwangwu, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Murray off play action. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second ball.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. First down, Murray. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, 26 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On first down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, what's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Conner up the middle. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Right back to Conner here on first. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Again, a run with Conner. And he'll power his way up near the 25. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Noah Gray, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray now on 1st down. And the reception made by Green. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Penny. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss-hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. Room here to run. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Conner, and he is going to lose yardage here. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Conner. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Prater's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So, see, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that too.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Henning. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They run and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
As we all know, Kansas City loves speed at the wide receiver position. And Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he's averaged over 17 yards per catch for his 4-year career, and he runs a 4.37 40. When Patrick Mahomes is a quarterback, expect that speed to translate into big shots downfield.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes going to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. From the 31, Murray. That's complete. Now the ball comes loose. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Handoff right side to Wandu. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give left side here for Nwangu. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll go right back to the Nwangu. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. On the give is Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Budda Baker.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Flush to his right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Harrison Butker, kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season.
Yeah, all right, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me